Hello, streaming to you live. I am Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Feel It Friday, September 19th, 2025. And today's subject, I am going to talk about scams. Reason being because there's lots of them out there. And especially with what I talk about daily. And it is specifically the X39. So you see here, may only buy from lifewave.com. So if you're watching, thank you. If you've purchased from other places, such as Amazon, Walmart, eBay, don't do it. They're not authorized. The pictures I showed you above, they come with Chinese writing on it. Real LifeWave sleeves do not look like this. This is a real one. And it has the reflection on it. And has a production date. When you get it directly from LifeWave, you will know. And when they do an update, they'll probably will announce it to brand members as well. Scammers often will use photos of authentic sleeves taken from online photos, online video, to make their listings look legit. But when customers receive the product, it's a knockoff. Don't lose your money on scams. Buy directly from lifewave.com. That is my shop address. As you see at the bottom, scan the QR code and it'll take you directly there. Or if you visit Unlock Your Bioenergy directly, and you'll see where to purchase your bioenergy products, you click on the image of the X39 and it will take you to the same location. Make sure you see the... So if you're following me and you appreciate the energy and the motivation that I'm giving you, please support me. Follow the correct links. And again, today is number 158. Did I write it down? Yes, I did. 158. Day number 158 with X39. And why is it important? I will explain. Here's another example of a scam. A lot of people will say, oh, I don't want to see this, I don't want to see this. Look closely. What do you see? Look at the difference between the two. What do you see? It's pretty obvious. Are growers or producers trying to scam you? Everything's about money these days, sadly. But look to the extent that even producers will go to. Yeah, it's a nice thing to have marbling, but you know, when you look at the size of the red, you know, the muscle, the one on the left probably is much more nutritious for you if you're going to eat it. That's what you like, versus the one on the right. So what do you think goes inside your body? You eat a lot of soy? Oh, just going to get stored, right? And then it doesn't matter if you spend tons of effort trying to burn it off. How are you going to get rid of that? Well, first of all, you gotta make sure you're drinking the cleanest. So, I have this picture here of the only ingredient you need. What is that? Eggs. Why? Because it has a complete amino acid profile. Meaning, all the necessary ones for chickens to grow. And if you eat these, will you reap the benefits? Well, yeah. And one of those is collagen from eggs, egg whites. Does it help? Yes. When you combine it with this, and I'll explain why. Because the X39 triggers the GHK copper peptide, stimulates the production of this, supports the growth of blood vessels and nerves, increases collagen, the amino acids when you do it, and elastin production, and enhances the activity of dermal fibroblasts, the primary cells responsible for skin structure and repair. These regenerative actions contribute to younger looking skin, faster wound healing, and improved overall vitality. I will demonstrate that vitality today. Yesterday I did shoulders in Thirsty Thursday, and you could hear I was struggling. And you could even see it when I was doing side lateral raises for the medial deltoid. You could tell near the end. I tabulated how many reps I did for each exercise as well, and you can see it in the details. So there's one thing to lift weights, but there's another thing about volume. Volume is when you're using good form in the beginning stages. You know, when you get to the end, you're starting to fatigue, right? And so if you're lifting lighter weights and that weight becomes heavier and you're still trying to use good form, then you're really creating the micro tears inside the muscle, so that way you create hypertrophy, and that forces your body to replenish itself. And why is this important? Well, because when you combine it with the X39, you're adding another layer of cellular strength, and it shows. So this is why I'm doing this daily, 6 days a week, to show you that yes, I can do this. And the X39 is providing that extra level of cellular strength to really push through. Now, if your job is very labor intensive, well then, you know, working out is probably not a good thing, or you don't need to. Not a good thing, but it is a good thing. You get my drift. And sometimes if you're indoors working, let's say a construction job, there are people that do this, right? Are they getting the sunlight? Probably not. Could they reap the benefits from something like this? Hey, if it earns that promotion down the road, it could. That would be a benefit. But then what happens when you stop moving? Or you move less? Are you still going to need something? Probably. And this is why the X39 has been clinically proven to significantly increase the levels of GHK copper peptides in just 1 week of use, helping the body tap into its natural repair of mechanisms without drugs or invasive procedures, unlocking your bioenergy for a new dimension of wellness and rejuvenation. I feel rejuvenated. It's awesome. I can't begin to express it. There's not enough words. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, the GHK, copper peptide, these tiny energy peptides provide the fuel and metabolic support required for the body to increase GHK copper peptides levels naturally and effectively. The results in a cascade of regenerative benefits at the cellular level. Kind of sounds similar to what the body needs as fuel. You need to have the hydrogen and the oxygen inside the body. And when you get... Oh, wrong one. When you get 114 degree molecular bond angle water inside your body, as I did at the beginning of this live stream, you're adding now just layers of things, that just glue together and strengthen your body, giving you a youthful appearance. I'm kind of wondering if this is going to change color. Reverse age. Wouldn't that be awesome? Tomorrow, maybe I'll look a little younger. We'll see. I know I'm kind of silly. So, as part of the GHK copper peptide, you need to fuel your body with amino acids, which is also can be known as egg whites. I eat yolks too. I eat the whole egg. The amino acids are fundamental to nearly every biological process in the human body, often called the building blocks of proteins. They are essential for the structure and function of cells, organs, and tissues. So can you regrow organs and tissues? Gee, I wonder. Well, it is known that what is it? Gary talked about it. I talked about regrowing organs in a previous episode. I can't remember which one it is, and you can hear that. So if you could do that inside your body, the liver is known to regrow. Why is that? What about other organs? What about the pancreas? What about, the thyroid, the gallbladder, all these different things? Do they grow? Can they? If there's one thing, I chipped a tooth. This guy right here. I think this one. And I went to the dentist to get it fixed, like a thing, and the filling flew off. Does it seem like my tooth is regrowing? It kind of does. Because it doesn't, not getting smaller. So can that happen as well? Regrow your teeth? If you're drinking 114 degree molecular bond angle water, combine it with the X39? I don't know. My gums are pretty healthy, I must say. Like, when you see me in person, ask to look at the color of my gums. Let me smile. It's really good feeling. So, the amino acids, they help regulate immune health, muscle repair, hormone production, and making them critical to optimal health and longevity. Well, a lot of people in the fitness industry know about that. Do they get their sunshine every day? They go and get their tan? When you have a nice muscular body, people like the suntan. They like to go on the beach, right? And they're getting their light. And now, if those people, are they using sunscreen? I hope not, because you don't want to block that light. And if you are, shame on you. I think you need to think about this, because if you wear sunglasses while you're outside, you're actually turning off the signal that gets entered into your eyes to turn on your defense mechanism, which is processes inside the body to defend itself against too much light. Because there is a consequence of too much light as well. For me now, I can go outside and spend 2 hours, 3 hours in the sun without any sunscreen and not feel any consequence of it. Now, if you spend too much time in the sun, which I did spend back on July 1st, and I talked about that the following days after it. You know, there is a limit to how much your body can take. So just be cognizant of that. And the X39 says here has also been clinically shown to increase the production of specific amino acids with wide-ranging benefits. And this is interesting because I only eat one meal a day, generally one meal. So how many grams of amino acids can that be? Protein. I say on average about 25 to 30 grams. I try, to eat that much. I try. Whether it's, a piece of chicken breast, try to eat that much. So that kind of gives you an idea, right? And the other day when I did legs, I had 2 hot dogs. So would that been maybe closer to 30 grams? Perhaps. I don't know. But I talked about one of these things. These are those, this is in inches, right? So, and then this here is, so centimeters, and, or no, these, this is inches, both inches. And one side is centimeters, right? The other one's inches. So, we're going to do a test. Come on. When I flex, can you see it? So, I'm maintaining muscle mass. That's 15-inch biceps. I'm not a really tall guy, but muscle mass, I'm maintaining it with only one meal a day. And the amount of cardio that I do and the amount that I push myself, I think about, am I putting myself in a catabolic state? Catabolic state meaning burning muscle for energy, because it is known that if you do too much cardio, then you run the risk of losing muscle mass that you've put on. And can that be counterproductive? Yeah, it can be for certain circumstances, depending on, let's say, what your goals are. If you want to be Mr. Olympia, well then you got to be you can't be doing too much cardio. You got to do some to keep off to keep the body fat percentage lower. But let's say you're playing sports, you're a hockey player, because that's a popular sport here in Canada, in Alberta. And if you have, like your hockey player, you need to have some lat strength to push the stick down, and then you need some rotational strength to swing the stick, and then you got to be able to skate forward and backwards, sideways. So you got to have the quadriceps and hamstrings and the glutes. Not so much on the calves, because that's not a muscle that you're necessarily going to use, because jumping off the ice is generally not a good thing, because then it means you're trying to create harm. So when you want to maintain those muscles, then of course you want to try to make sure you're offsetting your energy levels with appropriate types of fuel. So whether it's more carbohydrates or more protein, right? Generally speaking, it's I think a little bit more carbohydrates, because you want to have the energy to burn. So carbohydrates is water-based, right? So does the 114 degree molecular bond angle water provide hydrates? Yeah, provides the energy. Yeah. Combine it with your salts. So I like Redmond Real Salt. I talk about it regularly. Or Celtic salt, sea salt, or gray salt. You know, like I try to mix and match, and that way my body doesn't become familiar or too familiar with what I'm giving it. You want to have a little bit of surprise, element of surprise, so that way the body doesn't plateau when it's in the metabolic state. So you want to keep that kind of higher. And so, like, you know, when you think about all these different layers and you combine them together, then you're mentally you're building a plan to reach your goals, whichever it is. So with that, lastly, I said, if you are interested in purchasing X39 to start your journey and seeing what it can do for you, make sure you purchase directly from LifeWave. Directly from them. There's no authorized distributor outside of LifeWave. Nobody. It's company policy. So, if you want to scan this QR code, it'll take you to the LifeWave shop. It's the same one. So let me make it bigger so you can see it. It's the same size. But you get the drift, right? And start your journey today. Join me daily. Live from my Xbox. I call this my Xbox. This is what I like to play. Fitness. If you like that, appreciate it, join me. Share it with your friends. Show a thumbs up, please. That's all I ask for. So, with that, today's workout. I'm going to turn on my heart rate monitor. We're going to be doing X39s, which is the jumping jack. And as you see, it's the King of Kings. Stimulates the stem cells. Then, for the Queen, we're going to do X49s, which is a mountain climber and a push-up. Each left, right, plus a push-up equals 1 rep. Okay? Then, the jack. When I flip, it's going to be the jump rope. See if you can keep up with me today. Your host of Unlock Your Bioenergy. My name is Gordon Tomazik. I don't hide behind any alias or anything like that. No. What you see is what you get. So, are we ready to begin? The cards are flipped. First one is going to be Jack 70. Let's go. 70 skips. We're off to the races. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. Next up, Queen. 3. So we have mountain climber and a push-up. 1. 2. 3. Next up, Ace. 3. So we got X39s. 1, 2, 3. Mountain climber. 1. Push-up. 1, 2, 3. 30 skips. 10. 20. 30. Next card, Queen. 8. Mountain climber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next up, king. 3, 1, 2, 3. Next up, king again. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next up, ace. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, 80 skips. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. All right, next up, queen. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Next up, ace. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Whew. Queen. 7. I'm starting to dislike these queens. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Huh. Jack. 8. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. Oh. 80. Oh. Next, ace. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. 90 skips. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Next up, jack 6. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. All right, next up, king 3. 1, 2, 3. Next up, jack 7. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Last face card, king 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so 920. Wow, that first round was tough. And remember, this is where you can get your X39. Today is day number 158 for yours truly. One minute down. Wow. Half a minute. First card is going to be Jack 4. So, I'm starting with skips. 40 reps. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 10, 20, 30, 40. Queen 7. So, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next up, ace 10. Ah, lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 10 queens. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. There's 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wow. 100 skips. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Really? 3, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Wow. Next, queen. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Oh. King. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew. Next, king. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next up, ace. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Getting harder. 10, 20, 30, 40. Whew. Next, queen. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wow. Next up, ace. 10. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. I need to do 10 of these. I signed up for this. There's 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my. I think I cheated a little bit on that last rep. I went for a wider stance. Next, Queen 5. Really? The bullets have started to drop. The sweating bullets. So 4. Or no, 5. It's Queen 5. 1, and 2, 3, 4, and there's 5. Really? Oh my goodness. Oh. I don't like these. Jack 10. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. Oh. Ace 8. Really? Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Halfway there. Another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Next up, Jack 5. 10. 20. 30, 40, 50. Next up, king, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next, jack, 9. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right. Last card, king, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Time is 23:58. I'm going to grab another glass. All right. Here's my second cup of 114-degree molecular bond angle water. Ten seconds left. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Today's date, September 19th, 2025. Starting time was at 11:41. Let's take a look at my heart rate. Wow. It stayed low for the first several minutes, and then it picked up where I needed to recover. And then here, this is probably where the first 2-minute rest was, and then back up. And then here where I probably took that rest, I was doing the push-ups, taking rests, big jumps and drops in heart rate, and then obviously finishing at the end. So I think a solid effort today for Fuel It Friday. The cards, they're the ones that dictate how many reps, when to do them, and to get through, you know, let's say 2 rounds or 2 consecutive rounds of whatever face card, big numbers, number of reps, takes its toll on you. And now, tomorrow will be fitness test. I'm going to see how well this takes effect today. Pushing the recovery to its limits, just like how I push the exercise to its limits. This patch today I'm wearing has been reworn, so I'm reusing it. And I can still feel that the effects of putting it on. It's hard to explain, but I know it's happening. My body's doing it during the course of the day. It's a signal. It's hard to explain, but I know it's happening. So make sure to get your package of X39 and try it. I strongly encourage you to do so, because like I said, I'm going to be 49, and you'll know when it's going to be, because I'll share it in my special way. So that's it, streaming from you live from my Xbox. Hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. Fitness test. Let's see if I can beat it. Gordon, over and out. See you tomorrow.